Hi guys! Welcome to my first art YouTube video. Finally, I've been wanting to do one for ages and I finally did one, and I thought what better way to start it off than to show you guys the process of a self-portrait. I've always found, like, if you want to get back into painting or if you want to start painting, a self-portrait is always a really good place to start because you know your own face. And I've not painted for a while. I wanted to do something that I would enjoy, and I know that I enjoy painting self-portraits, so it's perfect. Another reason that I'm doing this is because for the last 2-3 years I've done a self-portrait around about my birthday every year as kind of like a tradition. For a couple of reasons. To see, one, how my art has improved, my painting skills have improved, hopefully, and two, to see how I've changed over the year and to kind of represent my year in a painting. I say that, it never really does, it's usually just a picture of me, really. Once I find my other paintings, I'll show you guys them, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know where 2 of them are. I'll show you them. I'll find them. I'm filming this little bit after I've actually finished the painting, so I can tell you guys, I painted this picture over the course of 4 or 5 days. Probably took me about 15-16 hours altogether. Maybe not accurate, that's a guess. If you hear cats screaming in the background, that's Sid and Suki. They scream a lot. I won't blab too much, but I'll talk throughout the video as well, kind of explaining what I'm doing, but majority is going to be time-lapse and me awkwardly talking to the camera, so enjoy that, I guess. Yeah, so I will show you day 1. I always like to prime my canvas before I start painting on it. Most canvases come primed, but they're never primed to my liking. I like it to be as smooth as possible. So I usually do 2, 3, 4, sometimes layers of this. I usually use about 3 layers of this, depends how smooth I want it, but for something like a portrait, I want it to be as smooth as possible because I don't want to be like fighting with canvas texture the entire painting. I found that never really goes well in the past. I do 1 layer at a time, wait for it to dry in between, and then once I've done the 3 or 4 layers, I'll sand it down so it's nice and smooth, and that means the canvas is ready to paint on, I guess. After I've primed the canvas, I will then, sometimes I'll just go straight into sketching, but with something like a portrait, I want the proportions to be right, as correct as I can make them. So I, for this portrait, did the grid method, which is where you draw a grid on the canvas and then put that same grid over your photo and kind of draw it square by square. It's a good way of measuring out proportions and stuff. I'm remembering now why I usually do this with the canvas on the table rather than an easel, because this is a pain in the ass. I've moved to the desk. Fuck the easel. Okay. The grid is done. It took longer than I thought it was going to take, I'm not going to lie. I've been watching Vanilla Mace. So, grid done. Now I need to do the actual drawing, which is going to be fun. What is my hair doing today? You know what? I'm going to look slightly insane in this vlog most of the time, okay? Deal with it. Okay, I'm painting. Quality of this camera is insane, by the way. It's crazy. Why can you see the veins in my eyes? What are you looking at, bud? So, my first day of this painting was technically completely pointless. Sorry, there's a cat in the litter tray. Yeah, my first day of this painting was completely pointless. I drew the grid and then drew the first sketch, realised pretty quickly that I actually didn't like the reference picture that I chose and I didn't like how the sketch turned out. And I think I mentioned it in the video, if the sketch is shit at the start, it kind of sets the tone for the rest of the painting, and I knew I would just hate it the whole way around. So I ended up painting over the whole thing and restarting the next day. I chose a different reference picture, edited up a little bit on Procreate, like digitally, to kind of see what the finished painting would look like if I chose that picture, and turned out I ended up liking it. Hi Sid! Hi buddy! I know, there's a lot of stuff on the desk, I'm sorry. Come. Hi buddy! Also, excuse if the lighting keeps changing. I'm using daylight, mainly, so... The sun keeps disappearing. I'm in Scotland. We're lucky I've got sun today. I ended up deciding to add a bird to the painting because I was the picture by itself was cool, but it was kind of boring, and if I'm honest, I just wanted to paint a bird. When I began properly painting, I mainly painted birds, so I wanted to add one into this picture, just as a kind of reference to that and how I started painting. I couldn't decide between a crow or a magpie, because crows are cool. I love crows. I edited a crow into the picture and I ended up really liking it. But magpies also have a lot of meaning to them, and they mean a lot to me. A lot of my first paintings that were actually purchased by people, which was crazy, were of magpies. So I kind of grew an attachment towards them. But crows are cool. I like crows too. So I basically ended up leaving it up to you guys. I asked on my little Instagram, can never remember what it's called. Channel? Something like that. I asked on Instagram, basically. I asked you guys whether I should do the crow or the magpie. And it very quickly became clear that you guys wanted me to do the crow. So I did the magpie. I realised when you guys picked crow, I realised how much I wanted to do the magpie. Because when you guys picked the crow, I was sad about it. So I was like, that means I probably want to do the magpie. So I did the magpie, and I'm glad I did. I'm really glad I did, because it looks really cool. So, you know, thanks for your help, guys. Thank you so much for answering my question, and I'm sorry I ignored your answer completely. Okay, got the first wash of colour down, wait for that to dry, and then I'll get started on maybe getting some base colours down. Having the wash of colour makes it a lot less intimidating to start with the actual painting. That's usually why I put colour down beforehand. It's less intimidating than just a white canvas. This is just more proof, by the way, that all Sid does is sit in this desk bed. It's his whole life. He just sleeps in this little bed and chills. Don't you, bud? So day one of painting, I mainly only painted the face and the skin tone. Here's the thing, right? I have a rule that I always paint during the day with natural lighting. For some reason, this night, I decided, oh, I'll just use my stream light and I'll paint the whole face in a dark room. Yeah, it didn't work. I vividly remember mixing the paints in the palette and being like, that's so weird. Colour theory is so weird. It looks grey on the palette, but when I put it on the canvas, it looks like a skin tone. No, it's just grey. So yeah, it was great. Thing is, I wanted this painting to be kind of cooler toned, but that was too cool toned. So the next day I ended up having to completely paint over it all and kind of warm it up a little bit. It worked, although I actually ended up painting the skin tone a few times because when I warmed it up and redid it, I made it too warm. So I had to kind of get a middle ground. Skin tones are hard. Got there in the end, kind of, maybe. I don't really know. So yeah, if I have another painting tip for you guys, again, I'm not a professional, so I'm just telling you what I've learned. Paint in daylight. Daylight is a wonderful thing when you're painting. It's great. Everything else sucks. Okay, so I realised after painting this for maybe the last 3 hours, I've remembered why I normally paint in daylight. Cause see, I painted using my streaming light, and I'm just now realising I've been using a lot of grey. It's not coming up on camera as much, it looks kind of warm toned on camera. In person, it's very grey. But I'll see what it's like in the morning when the sun's out, maybe it'll kind of work. I shouldn't paint at night. That's what it is. I need to wake up early in the morning and paint with sunlight. But that involves getting up early and I don't like that. So yeah. Oh, there we go. Day 1 over and done with. I will see you for day 2, which probably won't be tomorrow because I'm seeing my friends tomorrow, but within the next couple of days. Yeah. It's now the next day and I've got some direct daylight here. Yeah, don't paint in the dark. Do not paint in the dark. Yeah, my skin is blue. I am pale, but I'm not that pale. I like to think I've got a little bit more colour in me. Oh yeah, I will show you guys my previous paintings. Okay, some of you have probably already seen this one because it used to hang in the background of my stream, but if you haven't seen it, I'll get it. This is honestly, to this day, one of my favourite paintings that I've done. So, this I think was this even a birthday portrait? I did it last year though. There it is. I'm hoping it's in focus and not reflecting weird. Wait a minute. I'll put in some clips of it. This was the last self-portrait that I did. I had much longer hair, and these are my little teddies. This one was my childhood teddy. His name is Buddy. I got him on the 19th of October 2010. I don't know why I remember that, but I do. This one was a gift bought for me by my gran and my mum when I was a kid, and they went away for a little holiday, and I was a very anxiously attached kid. I didn't like when my mum and family went away, So they brought me back this bear. It's called Charlie. This one here, it is a little border collie. I bought that when I lost my dog. I got him shipped over from America. An online friend of mine, another artist, she was so kind. She was kind enough to buy it. Obviously I sent her money for it, but she was kind enough to buy it from America and ship it over to Scotland from me because it wasn't available in Scotland. But I fell in love with that particular teddy and it reminded me of him so much. So yeah, I added that in because it was a time in my life when I lost my dog and he was my best friend in the world, so I wanted him represented in this in some way. And we were all wearing little party hats for no particular reason. Don't know. Like I say, I don't even think this ended up being a birthday painting. I think it was just a self-portrait. So I don't know why I'm showing you it really. But yeah, I don't know why I put party hats on it. I just kind of like the look. I also don't know why I picked a pink background again. I think I just liked it. Okay, this one was definitely a birthday picture. I didn't write when on it, it was. But this was last year, and I know that for sure because this was one of the first paintings that I live streamed painting. I think it was one of the first streams I ever did, at least one of the first art streams that I ever did. And it was this. It's not great. I loved it at the time, I was so proud of it at the time. Looking back now, the skin ain't right, the skin tones are not good. I like the details on it, I'm still quite proud of the details, and I love the hair. I love the way that I painted the hair in this painting. Realising now, actually, I'm looking at the painting I've done now. The hair in this picture is much better. I put a lot more effort into it, I think. Actually, it's not bad. It's not bad. I like it still. And like I said, it represents a time in my life. I remember specifically when I first started kind of streaming and stuff, I loved this shirt. I still have it, I just don't wear it as much, but I wore it all the time. And this jewellery. I don't know if any of you guys remember it, if you were around when I first started streaming, but that jewellery, wore it all the time. I made the necklace. I made the leaf necklace. Wait. I'm wearing the same fucking earrings. Same earrings. Oh my god, I'm wearing the same earrings in that painting too. Bitch, change your earrings. That was painted in 2024, it's now 2026, and I'm wearing the same earrings. Okay. Found it. Had to wrestle it out the back of a fucking clothing rack. But this was the first proper self-portrait I did. Looking at it now, I think it's not so much that my painting is worse now, but I think I have a very different painting style now, and I put a lot more detail in back then. But this was 2024 also, but this was my birthday. I finished it on my birthday. Honestly, I'm still pretty fucking proud of that. It was the first self-portrait I ever did. Look at all the detail and shit. I had all my jewellery in it. I don't love the hair, but the lighting was cool. I'm really proud of that hand. That was back when I painted a lot. Thing is, I knew that this year's self-portrait probably wasn't going to improve that much from the last couple of portraits because I haven't painted much this year. I kind of lost a lot of the joy that I found in painting for a while because I took on so many commissions that I didn't have any time to paint for myself this year. This is my first big painting that I've done in a while. At this point, I was painting pretty much every day. I'm still, look at that, I'm proud of that jumper. Look at the detail in it. Why did I do so much detail? Look at all my jewellery and shit. Damn. Damn. This one, actually, I entered into the Scottish National Gallery competition. Is it National Gallery Portrait Competition? I don't know. And it got longlisted, which is not shortlisted, but it got longlisted, which means the judges picked it to be reconsidered. I'll take that. This was one of the first big paintings I ever did, the first portrait I did, and the first time I entered that competition and I got longlisted. Proud of my 22-year-old self, 21-year-old self. So yeah, that's my paintings in the past. Okay. Day 3, excuse the hair, I don't know what's happening there. Day 3 of working on this. Not technically day 3, it's been like a week, but I was out celebrating my birthday, I saw my friends, I had a good time, so back to working on this. I'm liking how it's going so far actually. I changed the skin tone a bit because I made it far too cool toned and it was basically grey. So I changed it, I warmed it up, and I'm really liking how it's looking so far. Ignore the fact I've got no lips. I'm kind of scared to paint the lips if I'm honest, because I have a tendency of making them a little bit too pouty. So we're going to see if that's what I do today. I don't know. So today I'm hoping to get the hair done, and I'm hoping to get started on this. Oh, I need to do the hands. That first. I have to. I think I've done exactly what I said I didn't want to do, and I've made them too pouty. They're too much. Lips are really hard to paint. It's hard to get the colour right, I've learned that. And I've got the colour wrong, so I don't know. I might move on to the hair for now, in the hopes that when I come back to the lips later I'll be able to see what I need to change, because usually if you step away from it for a little while, it's easier to see where you've fucked up. Day 3. Day 3 is when I locked in, okay? I got most of the painting done this day. I didn't talk all that much, like I said. I think I got the hoodie done, mainly, like the main base colour of the hoodie, all the hair, and then the bird later on as well. And you know what? I'll be vulnerable with you guys. And I'll tell you guys, I drank 9 cups of tea that day. I don't know what the fuck took over me, but tea got me through this painting, and I drank too many cups of tea that day. I don't know how I wasn't on a sugar high. I was quite excited to paint the hair in this painting because this is the first painting that I've done where I had coloured hair. I do actually, believe it or not, still have it. You just for some reason can't see it in this. Where is it? You can kind of see it there. I have like some blues. Hello? I have blues and greens in it. And I was excited to paint that in this painting because it matches the hoodie, which I like. It matches the hoodie and it matches the bird. Everything in this painting kind of goes together. So I was excited to paint the colour. I always like painting hair anyway. Hair's a very fun thing to paint, either digitally or traditionally. I like painting it. I chose to paint myself this year wearing my Warden hoodie because it sounds stupid, but I feel like this hoodie is very representative of my year. As silly as it sounds, Minecraft has been a big part of my year. The age 23 was probably the most life-changing year for me in so many ways, good and bad. Mainly good. Yeah. But I quit my day job. I used to work in an art gallery in a department store, and I do miss working there. I miss some of my colleagues very much and I love them to bits, but I needed to do something else with my life. I needed to do something that I enjoyed, which is art and streaming. Minecraft in particular. I quit my day job and I took up streaming, and I stream a hell of a lot of Minecraft. I like Minecraft very much. It's It's stupid, it's a game, it's a silly little game, but I love it and it brings me so much joy. I've played Minecraft since I was a kid. It has been my one consistent game that I've played my whole life and I absolutely fucking love that game. So I wanted to represent that in some way in this painting without it just being straight up Minecraft, although I would like to do some sort of Minecraft painting in the future. So maybe stick around for that. Maybe I'll do that. The hoodie also means a lot to me because it was sent to me and my friends as a gift from Cool Shirts to go along with a paper SMP stage panel that we did at London MegaCon, which is another like insane thing that's happened to me this year, as I've got to travel the country and go to different megacons with my friends and meet you guys, which was really cool. I've been up on stage on panels, like talking on stage. I was a very anxious kid. I couldn't even talk in front of my class. I barely spoke to people that I didn't know. So to go from that to now talking on stage with a fucking microphone, I'll be honest, I was terrified. But I did it, and it was a very cool thing to be able to do this year. So this hoodie kind of represents that for me. It represents the paper SMP, because it was a paper SMP panel. We were talking about the paper SMP. If you don't know what the paper SMP is also, it's a Minecraft server run by my good friend Ethan, and me and my friends all have come up with silly little characters that we play live on Twitch in this server, and it's a lot of fun. We all love it so much, and like Ethan has done a fucking great job on the storylines and the amount of work he's put into it, the amount of love and creativity that's went into it from other creators as well. It's so cool, and like I said, this hoodie represents that. After all that deep meaning behind the hoodie, I also just kind of like the colours, and I really wanted to paint it. There's really cool details on the hoodie and I wanted to paint it, so I did. So yeah, day 3 got a lot of painting done. Towards the end of the day, I then decided to live stream the process of painting the magpie, because I knew I definitely wanted to live stream some part of this painting process, but it's always a little bit nerve-wracking to do it on something like as high stakes as the face. I'm always going to be a little bit distracted because I'll be talking to you guys, so I don't want to end up fucking up the face. Birds, like I say, magpies in particular, I've painted many times in the past. I could paint them with my eyes closed at this point, so I kind of trusted myself to be able to talk with you guys and not fuck that up. Alright, Jesus Christ! I'll hydrate. If for whatever reason you're here and don't watch my Twitch, I don't know why you would be, but if you are, hi, welcome, subscribe, and come over to my Twitch, because that's where I'm live most of the time. And if you ever want to see these painting processes in live time, so not sped up like they have been in this video, if you want to see how long it actually takes, I stream it over on Twitch. I also stream Minecraft. So hey, if you guys want to say hi to YouTube, do it now. Hi YouTube. Hi YouTube. Okay, good morning. This is going to be day 4 of working on this fucking painting. I think, hopefully, as long as I've not got any spontaneous plans today, I should be able to finish this today. It's almost completely done. The thing I need to work on still, I need to do the details on the sleeves and the background, and maybe some more details on the bird, on the feathers a little bit. I've realised that I can put this on a tripod. That's a lot easier than holding it. I have finished the magpie on it. I don't know how much I managed to film with it. Yeah, I've got this painting done surprisingly quickly, and I'm quite happy with it so far. I'm excited to do the details on the sleeves, because that's something I've been wanting to do since the beginning. So, I'm excited to do that. Hold on. I'll show you a little bit of the magpie, because I can put clips in from the live stream, but realistically the camera quality isn't the best because I'm using a webcam. So I managed to get the jewellery done as well. I want to fix the nose ring a little bit. I think it's too light. Suki is screaming. Sorry if you can hear that. I don't know what they're doing. But yeah, I got most of the magpie done. I want to go in and add more details on the feathers and stuff. I did kind of overdo the colour on the magpie, but that's one of my favourite things about magpies, is how much colour you can find in their wings and in their tail feathers. So I really wanted to, like, accentuate that, I guess. And also I love that it matches my hair and it matches the hoodie. I'm going to do the background a kind of beige colour, similar to the picture. So I might get that done today, depends how much time we have. I think my mum and my sister kind of wanted to go to the airport and watch the planes land, which I am more than happy to do, so I might end up doing that instead of painting. We'll see. But hopefully we get some done, at least a little bit. Maybe. And also, I am very aware this entire video, it's been 4 days of filming, I've been wearing the same jumper and all of it. This is my painting jumper. This is the jumper I paint in. I put it over anything I'm wearing because it's covered in holes and paint and I'm happy for it to get paint on. So that's, I feel like I need to explain that that's why I'm wearing the same clothes. It's not just because I'm disgusting. Okay, I got the background colour done. Don't know how I feel about it, but turns out we are going to the airport to look at planes. Probably won't paint again until tomorrow, so tomorrow's task, clean up the edges of the bird and put all the detail on the hoodie, and then I think I'm done. But yeah, I'm going to go to the airport. I'm going to take my camera with me to see if I can get some videos of the planes, so if I get any good ones, I'll put them in. Holy shit, it's cold. Where's that mean? Is that the Brussels one? No, that was just taken off. Oh. Oh yeah.
What it is that makes me feel like this.
I'll keep the volume on this video. Hello. I think I'm on day 5. Is it day 5? Day 4? I don't know. Last day, hopefully. I want to finish this today. I just need to do like details around the arms, the sleeves, and then clean up the edges a little bit. Other than that, I think that'll be it done. So yeah, I'll record a little bit of that and then do the reveal, even though you've seen it. I'll do a reveal anyway. I'm nice like that. Now, will I do the big reveal of this painting? I don't really know how I'm going to reveal it, so I'm just going to show you it. There's not much point in a big reveal because you've seen the whole process of it, so you know what it looks like. Here it is. Da 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 da! Ta-da! I'll put in some better clips that I get of it. Hopefully I get some better clips of it. But this is the finished picture. There it is. Bit of a weird angle, but this light is kind of reflecting off it really bad. Skin tone's a lot better now. I like the hair. I'm glad that I picked a magpie as well. I really like the way the magpie turned out. Yeah. I'm happy with it. This is my 2026 birthday self-portrait. And who knows, if I like editing this video and stuff, and if I'm still doing YouTube by next year, which hopefully I will be, I'll do this again next year. I'm also going to enter this into a competition, just because I can. But I'm really happy with it. I really like the colour scheme. I like how the hair and the hoodie and the bird all match and everything. It's cool. It's very cool. If I do say so myself, which I do, because I just spent 5 days on it, so I fucking hope it's cool. Well, I hope you guys like the finished painting, and thank you guys for watching the video. I appreciate you all very much. If you like the video, like it. Subscribe for more. I'm going to be doing more art content. I've got more vlog ideas that I want to do. I want to make YouTube videos, so that's my plan. If you want to see some more, subscribe. Click the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Yeah, do that. And yeah, I hope you like the finished painting. Thank you for watching all the way through, if you did. I appreciate you a lot. Until the next video, bye! Bye.